We're very happy to continue our knowledge sharing mission through this series of talks with marketing leaders from all over the world. And we couldn't be happier to have Tim with us from Sabio today. How did you become the CMO of Sabio?
So I've been in IT, as you can see, for quite a long time, and IT marketing. And my career, I guess, has spanned networking infrastructure, security, also customer experience. So I joined a startup as CMO in 2011. We pioneered in the UK and globally a cloud contact center. As part of this company, New Voice Media became a global organization over a period of about 7 or 8 years and sold that company to a NASDAQ listed organization in the US called Vonage. And then a group of us essentially went our separate ways, but the CEO regrouped us in Sabio, which is a customer experience leader in Europe's largest systems integrator focused around customer experience.
What is one career advice that you have received as a marketing leader that has been particularly valuable to you?
I would say that because marketing is such a broad church now and encompasses so many different things, and because technology is changing marketing so quickly, the really key thing is about continually learning and adapting to the new environment. That could be technology. We've seen incredible advances in technology. When somebody asks me now, what value does marketing add? I can point very directly to a number of different elements in terms of what the impact that marketing has. At budget time, I'm asked, how can you justify your budget? I can do that quite easily now because I can point to all of the elements that go towards building pipeline, and they become mathematical formulae. So it's a very different conversation now than it was 10 years ago, when it was much more difficult to justify the amount that an organization was spending on marketing. It's much more difficult to tie those things together. It's much easier to do that now. So I think continual learning is an absolute must. And I think if I could have two, I would say build solid, deep relationships with the sales organization.
Last year was very difficult for anything event related. Do you feel that as a result, you had fewer opportunities to market your product?
Yes, events are really useful in a marketer's kit bag, and not having them really did leave a fairly significant hole. So online events clearly stepped up and the volume of those has increased. Webinars are just like a swamp now. And that's a challenge because people get fatigued. They don't want to spend all of that time on webinars, and you're fighting for the airtime. So that has caused a challenge. And what we've done is we've looked at other ways, increasing other dials to invest in, that's going to help us to get in front of and talk to those organizations that are looking for our types of solutions. And that means stepping up work with media companies, with associations, those types of partnerships to do joint activities that are going to be engaging for our audiences. So I think events, it's left a big hole for sure. For those people that say the event market is dead, I've heard that for 20 years. I don't think that's true. Will we see a change in that environment? Yeah, of course. It won't go back to what it was. But I still see a need for physical events, and I still see the value in having those events.
Do you think virtual events are here to stay?
They are. They've been around for a long time, obviously. They're getting better, but maybe I'm a bit old school, but I don't think they provide the same experience the physical event does. I've seen lots of events come and go, and they go because they're not relevant anymore. So provided you can stay relevant, you will still have the ability to host a successful physical event.
What are you most excited about for 2021?
Getting back to more of a normal working environment, because we've all found this very, very tough. Other than that, I think it's very difficult right now to plan for 2021. In our environment, we're not looking at setting down markers for physical events and those types of things. We hold a very big event every year. Last year, very short notice, we had to go online. This year, we will probably organize it as an online event, even though it's in the kind of May timeframe. Even then, I think it's too difficult. The situation is too volatile. The ability to plan is very, very hard. But we have some interesting things coming along. We're engaged in a rebrand. So we're looking at all of that from top to bottom in terms of kind of message, because things change very quickly. And in the IT industry, our business is changing very fast. Things are going digital. The pandemic has actually accelerated that. AI is now a very major factor. Looking at data analytics and predicting what customers are going to do is now a very big part of our business. So things are changing very, very fast, and we need to reflect that in our brand. So we will be launching that around the June timeframe. We're very excited about that. Very excited about the acceleration of the market overall. I think 2021 will be very exciting and an opportunity to return to some kind of normality, which will just be marvelous.
It's been such a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm looking forward to the next catch up. Thank you again,
Thanks,
Tim.
Marcella. Great talking to you.